Hello and welcome to Ivycreates. I am so glad you're here. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, share, and like. And I think you're really going to enjoy this project that I'm doing today. You're never going to believe what it's made out of. This is what Dollar Tree calls an activity tray for kids. And it was $1, of course, and it just, when I saw it, I said window. And it's got a, it's kind of deep set in, and if you were using it for an activity tray, I guess it's designed not to have anything fall out. It would make a good beading tray. So I've got my Dixie Belle to cover it up, even because it's a shiny plastic. And I'm going to coat it with the Dixie Belle paint in white cotton. And just coat it really good because we're going to make something super cool and super cute out of this. I've been wanting to paint it like a window because I'm like, it looks like it has the perfect window frame. So I was really glad that I got a chance to get this project underway, and it gave me a lot of other ideas for some future projects for different holidays for the same type of thing. So I hope you enjoy this. Give it a good watch, and we'll get started on our project. And as you can see, I did speed this up quite a lot because, frankly, watching paint dry is just boring as all get out. But it's fun to watch the painting process. So I'm just making sure I go around all the edges because that is going to show with this being a window frame look. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below and check out the links that I also have below this. Now you can see I'm doing kind of a second coat because the blue was showing through quite a bit because it was that bright blue. I'm just using a big wide flat brush. Nothing special about it. It's one of those cheap brushes that comes in a pack. I don't really use that many expensive things. That just came in a pack at the local big box store. Now this is a tray, a little wood crate from Dollar Tree, and I'll be using that as the window box for this particular project. And I love that little wooden box. It is just the coolest thing ever. And this is a metal just a hanger also from the Dollar Tree. And I'm going to be using this as the roof. I cut it in half, and you see that it already has slanted cut edges, so that'll make the perfect tin roof. And I'm just going to glue those two pieces together and make them into one big piece. And that's the good thing about the tin, it kind of fits in the grooves and everything. It's a really neat thing. It makes that for a good little roof on our market window. I love to use those little wooden crates for all kinds of things. If you've got, a little jewelry box with missing drawers, they can fit perfectly in the little jewelry boxes. And they work in a number of different ways for organizing, and also make really cute window boxes. Okay, so now what I'm going to be painting and doing is the insides of the windows. I want to make them kind of look like they've got a little bit of frosted window. So what I did was I took this light blue color, it's like a duck egg color, of my acrylic in my little paint pots, and I watered it down quite a bit. Dixie Belle, when it gets all kind of goopy, it's fantastic because it creates lots of texture. Or you can water it down as much as you want and make it as thin as you want. That's the wonderful thing about it. So I watered this down to make it look like a frosted kind of window, and so that's what I'm painting into the panes of the window now. And if it's thin enough on the Dixie Belle, you can just wipe it off with your finger. If you make a mistake, it's not a bad thing. Please subscribe, and I hope you share this with your friends and enjoy the project. This is the cutest, probably my favorite project I've made so far. The paintbrush I'm using is one of those, just an angled paintbrush. Nothing, like I said, nothing fancy. It comes out of a pack. And I tend to like to use the angled brushes when I'm going around the corners and trying to get in little small places. Alright, now I'm just kind of fitting things into place to see exactly where I want them, because I know there's still more that I can do. And I had the little wooden tree because I'd gotten that at Hobby Lobby for like 99 cents or something crazy, and I thought, oh, you could make a winter scene out of this as well as you could summer, spring, fall, whatever you want to. And so I was trying to decide exactly how I wanted it to look at this point. So I decided that I wanted to antique it down. So I'm going to paint the little flower box and end up painting the tin roof, and also I'm going to be distressing more on the window frame. Y'all, as I am sitting here in my office, the cutest little tiny jumping spider just hopped across my desk, and I'm like, oh gosh, he disappeared. Now I am using copper acrylic paint, and like I said, I use all Americana paints, and I used some Dixie Belle paints. This is a copper paint, and I am just running it over this tin to make it look more like a rusted roof. It's when you use those metallic paints, they don't always cover really thickly, but that's quite alright. That's not what I wanted. I just wanted a little bit on the roof to kind of make it look old and you know, rusted and not brand spanking new metal. So I am going to use the heat gun, which you can pick up at any home place or Amazon, and you can just use a heat gun to make sure that paint dries really fast. Metal's kind of weird to paint on. It can be real slippery and really difficult sometimes to paint on it. But that gives us that galvanized, kind of also rusted look. Alright, now I'm trying to figure out what exactly do I want to do with my little window box. And I'm pulling out my window, made of plastic. When I do windows, like I've done doorways and closet doors and bedroom type of murals and trompe-l'oeil. And so a lot of times, like, I used to have a closet in my living room and it was a white door and it was just boring to me. So I painted window panes on, well, it was white, so I used tape. And I taped out what would be window frame sections to make it look like a French door. And then I painted all the scene on top of everything. And then when I pulled off the tape, there was the white door underneath, which made it look like a French door. And all I did was add a little bit of shading here and there, and it came out really cute. Now I am using, to age this, a very dark brown acrylic, and it's pretty thin. And so what I did was I got my angle brush again, and I put paint on the opposite side of the way that I'm pulling the paintbrush. So on the other side of the paintbrush is the paint, and on the side that I'm pulling across the little crate is going to be, you know, just kind of dry brushed. So it gives just a touch of paint here and there, and you kind of dry brush the rest to make it look older and aged. Yes, I paint anything that stands still long enough. I had a swamp scene on two of my sliding closet doors in my other home long before Katrina took it away. But I did have a beautiful big nighttime swamp scene, and I had done it all up to where it looked like it was a balcony overlooking the swamp. And it was a nighttime scene, and of course, you know, I put in my little extras. I put in glow-in-the-dark paint on the moon and some of the clouds and stuff like that, so it glowed at night when you shut out the light. So now I'm taking that same dark brown and that thin, and like I said, that when I put this Dixie Belle on, it was really goopy, and I like that because it creates texture. So all I'm doing is very lightly pulling that same paint in the same way that I did the little box across the frame to give it that aged look. This is going to be so cute. Y'all just wait till it gets all put together. It's so stinking cute. I love it. Probably, definitely my favorite project. Please like, share, get the notifications, tell your friends, check it out, and all that good stuff. Join me on Facebook at Deanna AC, and that's my Facebook page. So you can see more information there, and you know, you can always please leave comments below and tell me what you think about this. I would love to know when this is finished. Tell me what you think about it, and you know, if you think it is cute as I did. I want your honest opinion. I appreciate all of you so very much. Y'all are really wonderful. Thank you for spending your time and your afternoon or your evening or what have you with me. I really do appreciate it. So now I'm just finishing up my aging on my window. Just you do me like you. And like I said, light touches. Use light touches and use kind of a dry brush, because you can always go back and add more paint, but it's really tough to take it off because then you got to repaint again, which is no problem. It really isn't, but I would rather not have to go back through that again and through the whole process. Now this, the way this little activity tray is made, the inside frame kind of tilts just a tad. So when you put the window box and it kind of leans out a little bit onto the ground, which is perfectly fine. So I put the glue on one of the bottom pieces and glued it just to the inside of the frame, exactly evenly as to how it fits. So when it stands up, it'll have a sturdy base to stand on, so it could be a shelf sitter or it could hang up. Now you can see that it stands completely on its own the way that I've got it done. See, See, it's cute already. Alright, we're going to put the roof on our window, or it could be an awning or whatever you want to call it. It's a little metal awning. And that's going right across the top of our window. And I like that this has a large kind of thick frame so you can do things to it. This would also be cute if you had a playhouse or something for a kid and you wanted to make a decorative window, not necessarily a real window, just something cute to look at. You could easily glue this to the side of a little playhouse and it would be adorable. Alright, next trick. You see this glue stick? I am putting it on the end of the glue gun and getting it hot and then sticking it back in the end of my glue gun. And y'all, I've been a florist for a long time and did not learn that trick until just this year. It keeps the glue, you know, to where it doesn't slide out. It just goes and feeds on in, which is fantastic. So what you think? I think it's pretty darn cute. You could put anything in it. You could put change it out for the seasons, and that's generally what I do. I don't put anything permanent in the little window box, but I am gonna look here. I put brownie brittle because, you know, it's brownie brittle, which is my favorite new thing I just discovered, by the way. Love me some brownie brittle. Okay, so this I chose to put some lavender in, some lavender bushes that also came from the Dollar Tree. So now we've got the window, the roof, the window box, and two of the little bushes that came from the Dollar Tree. So that's a total of $5 for this whole thing, and it's super, super cute. So I'm just cutting it apart, and like I said, you could put leaves in there for fall. You could put, you know, Christmas greens in it. For Christmas, you can come back with the lavender for spring and summer, or other things. You don't need a lot to put in it, and it's a very, you know, easy to do type thing. I'm just literally sitting it in there. And stay tuned to the end of the video where you get to see a full picture of how it looks. In the end, I did end up gluing a little bit of jute twine on the back so I could hang it on the wall because I thought it was just really cute that way. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you a million times for watching. I really appreciate it. And this is going to be our finished product. I hope you really enjoyed this, and I really hope you leave me a comment and let me know what you think. Isn't it pretty? So cute. I love it.